we won't allow you to walk in this year's graduation. I take the test the second time and I fail again, this time by 1 point. And how many of us know that sometimes things don't go according to plan? The way that you have it perfectly laid out right now, sometimes that's going to adjust. But the vision, if you are staying stubborn on your vision, it doesn't matter how many plans change. It doesn't matter what pops up in your way. It doesn't matter what tries to throw you off track. If you stay stubborn on that vision, it's okay to be flexible with your plans. I always have to figure out who's in the room. And right now, I know for a fact that there are two types of people in the room right now. I just need you to identify who you are. So one, this type of person is realizing it's May, and you're saying to yourself, the school year is almost over, and I'm so sad. Like, I'm gonna have time away from the students and from work, and I won't get to plan lessons, and I'll just be on vacation, and I really just wanted more instructional time with my students. And if that's you, let me hear you make some noise for yourselves. If that's you saying that right now. Okay, sometimes there's one. Okay, but then there's another type of person in the room right now that's saying, it is May. I've been doing this thing since August. I already have vacations booked. I know where I'm going. I'm being outside. I'm ready to, come on, we're going to end this year. If that's you, shout out to you for being here, and thank you for the work that you've been doing. Remember what it was like when you decided to be an educator? We said, this is the reason why I want to do this. I want to change the world. I want to impact students. I want to be great. But then we start to experience the realness, which is sometimes this work gets to be really hard. And then we start to question ourselves and ask ourselves, am I going to make the impact that I've always dreamt of making? Has anybody ever thought that question? Had that question in your heart? Am I going to make that impact? Yeah, I had that question. And honestly, like I said, my career almost never got started. So I can remember when I was in college, I had this big dream. I said, I'm going to go be an educator. I'm going to go change the world, right? I studied education in college. And then right before graduation, I was at a school in Huntsville, Alabama. And in order to graduate, our praxis was actually our senior exit exam. So in order to graduate, we had to pass the praxis. 3 days before graduation, I got my results. The math chair brought me into the department and she said, Mr. Williams, come on in, close the door, take a seat. I was like, close the door and take a seat? That can't be good, right? So I came in, I sat down, and she said, we got the results from your praxis, and unfortunately, you didn't pass. We won't allow you to walk in this year's graduation. 3 days before graduation. So my family lived in Charlotte. I was in school in Huntsville. They already bought plane tickets. We already booked hotels. Like everything was ready and set to go. I had a party planned and everything. And they said, you can't graduate because you didn't pass this praxis. So she probably saw all this pain on my face. And she said, but if you promise me one thing, that's why we had to close the door. She said, if you promise me one thing, if you take it over the summer and you pass it, I'll let you walk. And I was like, I got you. I'm going to do this 100%. Like, let's go. I can do this. So she actually graciously let me walk, but I didn't actually graduate. So let me cross the stage and take the pictures and smile and all those things, but I didn't actually get a diploma. It was pending me passing the praxis. So you can imagine that I was really determined. Like, I was ready. So I went home. I'm studying things. I'm bringing out my old books. My friends, they're going to traveling and they're going on cruises and things like that. But I'm working hard because I got to pass this thing. I got to graduate. I can't let these last 4 years go to waste. So I'm working hard. I'm trying. And finally, I get back home. I take the test the second time and I fail again. This time by 1 point. So now it's the middle of the summer. Graduation is past. School year's behind me. Thousands of dollars in debt. And I'm like, the issue is with me. Like, I'm not good enough. See, I thought that I was going to be able to go into this profession and I was going to be able to change students' lives and I was going to help them be great. And I can't even pass a test that qualifies me to teach 12-year-olds. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I can't do this. And all those feelings of self-doubt, all those feelings of inadequacy, everything started to creep in. Like, this wasn't the plan. The plan was go to school, spend 4 years, pass the praxis, start teaching, make a big impact. That was the plan. But now all of a sudden, my plans were derailed. And how many of us know that sometimes things don't go according to plan? Sometimes you expect things to happen and they don't go the way that you thought that they would happen. Like you thought you were going to pass that class and the teacher said, I'll see you next semester. Right? Like you thought that this school year, you're going to start the year, they told you were going to have 24 students, so they only put 24 desks in your room. And on day one, you had 27, 3 kids are standing up in the back. Like sometimes plans change. But one thing I learned through that whole process is that it is okay for plans to change sometimes. I didn't know that. I didn't understand that. I didn't feel that. I was just so excited to start teaching. Like this was me at the beginning of the career. Like I was so ready. I was so excited to go in that classroom. I don't even wear glasses. I bought those glasses. I was like, I'm gonna be a teacher. Like this is what teaching is supposed to look like, and I'm gonna be that person. But now you tell me I can't even step in the classroom because I can't pass a test. But what kept me going and what helped me to understand that I can actually do this is the fact that I realized that it is okay to be flexible with the plans as long as you're stubborn on the vision. Sometimes plans are going to change, but if your vision remains the same, the vision was, I'm going to step in this classroom and I'm going to make a big impact. I'm going to do what I was called to do. I'm going to follow my purpose. It may not look like how I anticipated it to. I may hit some stumbling blocks along the way, but I'm not going to flex on the vision. And I just need you to understand that there are going to be some times where plans are going to change. The way that you have it perfectly laid out right now, sometimes that's going to adjust. But the vision, if you are staying stubborn on your vision, it doesn't matter how many plans change. It doesn't matter what pops up in your way. It doesn't matter what tries to throw you off track. If you stay stubborn on that vision, it's okay to be flexible with your plans. So I stayed stubborn on the vision. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to make this impact. And then in August of 2014, I got the results from the third time I took the praxis. And this time I passed. This time I passed. This time I got it. So now I'm feeling good. I'm excited. I said, okay, so you just wanted to bring me through this thing, but now I'm here, I'm ready, I'm gonna start this school year, and I stepped into the classroom on day one, and all of my dreams were coming true, y'all. I help new teachers become the teachers they've always wanted to be and make the impact our students deserve. Because I've been there. I know what it's like to struggle, to feel like I'm not enough, but I also know what's on the other side. Excitement, fulfillment, and the ability to change lives. Every great teacher was once a new teacher, and new teachers are often excited and eager and anxious, but a lot of times new teachers lack the foundational skills of effective instruction. Every teacher that I work with, I carry them through this journey, helping them master the principles of effective instruction so that they know how capable they are. I can't wait to see these teachers enact their 1% amazing and make the difference that only they can. If you would like for your school district to be empowered as well, you can click the link down below and our team will reach out to you.